On the right, New South Wales Country, the familiar yellow V. And we're underway. Solid kick-off and great retention from New South Wales Country. Lena Tau with the first hit up. Busy early, Tupou Witchman with a couple of tackles for Queensland as the third comes across. And into the line early, the fullback for New South Wales. Tegan Berry plays the ball. New South Wales Country 40-metre line just passed and up towards the halfway mark. Kicker, kicker is the cry. A good kick downfield. Fielded by the 14, Madison Reedy Brown from Queensland. Coming into assist, the other wing, Sierra Maple. That's Fisher, the fullback. Campbell, a dummy half, holding up and straightening. Rafton Smith in 13. Lovely outside run. Natapuna, the number 10 for Queensland. Beautiful work from April. They're on a roll now. The Rubies, and oh, unfortunately on that left edge there. The ball from Sotia. And how about the run from April Natapuna? She was fantastic. Country now. Oh, enormous stuff. Oh, Rafton Smith. And she's chasing another one and gets another one. The Queensland lock. Still rolling though, Country. Beautiful wide ball across the face. It was a bullet. But unfortunately for New South Wales, Keely Brown got too much chest, not enough arm on it as we have a look on the replay here. Huge hit. Huge stuff. Rafton Smith. She's been big early, the Queensland lock. Faifua will feed it. Comes out the back and they go right, and there's Rafton Smith again, copping perhaps a little of her own medicine. Solid hit from New South Wales Country. Mahendra Raja in 8 for Queensland. Natapuna after a fantastic early run from the young Queenslander. To the right they come. Mahendra Raja takes another 2 defenders. 10 metres closer. Queensland 10 out. Nolan gets it on. Good slide from New South Wales. So Tua held there. Left edge. Played at and perhaps propelled forward. Queensland will retain the pressure, retain the loose head and feed, 10 metres out from their own line. Been a really good start from the front row for Queensland. Mahendra Raja, some important touches there in the last set of 6 for Queensland. And April Nugapuna, she has absolutely carved them up, particularly down that left side of the ruck. So be looking to see if those girls play any part or if we see one on the edge here. Fed and away. Rashran Smith, and I called it, ladies and gentlemen. April Nugapuna, I knew on that left side of the centre, she's just been too damaging. Every time she's had the ball, they haven't known how to contain her. And it may have taken till 2:10, but I've got something right, Brian, our director. Did you see it, Dad? Did you see it? You see here, skirting around the back, Rashran Smith has been enormous early in this game. And she knew she'd have someone running off her left hip, and that's all it needed, folks. Queensland strike first. Zoe Cook, just to the left of the uprights, hits it well, and we have a 6-0 ball game. Early days, but New South Wales Country will be wanting to do something about the big Queensland forwards hitting that left side of the ruck, causing them any manner of trouble. Sophie Clancy gets us underway. And the ball is taken, and then taken to the 30-metre line. Another good carry by April Nugapuna. Unfortunately, just a little too keen to jump onto that one. New South Wales now finding themselves in some reasonable field position. About 42 out. Again, the Queensland front row setting some pretty good platforms for their outside backs. It's pretty expansive there. New South Wales now with a chance to impress. Tegan Berry joins the line. Met solidly. To the right there and running through. Kapara has looked dangerous. She's only had the pill a couple of times, but certainly looked dangerous. Long line set, but a little flat. And that'll be 3. Clancy at hooker. Short ball. Montgomery looks out to the left, and it's just too untidy. Queensland get off the hook. Well, they had a decent line set there, New South Wales Country. And it's Taylor Montgomery looking for the long ball to just put a winger into a bit of space, and correction, Tegan Berry joining the line, just trying to put the winger into space, and the ball, unfortunately, line being too flat there, just unable to put a ball out in front of her without it going forward, so hence the ball going behind her and going out and into touch. Good run forward again, that Queensland front row. That was Mahendra Raja. Show and step. Solid defence. Jordan Preston, the 4 again involved for New South Wales. That's the 40 you can see there. Sloppy service. No handling error, which is a bonus, I guess. Both Nolan and Faifua set to kick. Comes out to the right. Healthy chase, Queensland, but well mopped up. Chelsea Campbell, very good in that chase. Keely Brown finds some easy meters up the middle. Tackle 2, New South Wales country. Smart work out of marker there by guess who, folks? Another handling error. I did say guess who. Tiana Rushton-Smith has had a whale of a first half, and we're only 10 minutes deep. Been huge defensively, been huge in attack. As we see, unfortunately, there, just another handling error. Big Queensland with the feed. Out they come to the left. Propping, stopping. It's Fisher. Comes to the right. To Italy is the 16. Mahendra Raja. Finally they stop her. Good defence from New South Wales. Right hand side we go. In Resolute from New South Wales. Nice flat line from them. To the right they come. Faifua kicks in behind the line. Great mopping up there by Lloyd Phillips. Charlize Lloyd Phillips just held a traditional winger's position in behind the line. Perhaps not the right kick because there's no space in there. Had it covered all day. She has the opportunity now to gain a couple of metres on account of an infringement. And now it's New South Wales. Trailing 6-0. I like that to the New South Wales section of the crowd. Lily Baker in 13. Flattish ball there. Gets it back on the outside. It's going to be a foot race. They've got the numbers. Great defence there by Queensland. Amazing stuff here. They had all the numbers all the time. The ball went to hand. It's 2-on-1 in this situation. And coming across beautifully, Fisher did what you want your fullback to do. Read it, killed it. Now it's New South Wales with a bit of pep in their step, trying to pin Queensland back as their second tackles on the 18-metre line. Second out. Jordan Preston in 4 has been very good defensively, and then she cops a boot for her troubles. A little bit of a kick out there, and I think that might be what the official has taken umbrage with. Discussion, and we've got a player being sent here. Could be for the kick out, I think, guys. Potentially out of that tackle. Didn't look like there was much in it, but game very clear on what they want and don't want with regard to the safety of players. So New South Wales, a woman up and in great position. But Ralston Smith again combining with a teammate for some great defence, and that looks sloppy and a wasted opportunity for New South Wales there. You really want to use that position. Just got themselves in all sorts. They've been so organised defensively, and then when they had the opportunity in attack there was just too many people wanting to figure stuff out. You can see coming out of this tackle. Look at them just in a mass. There's 2, 3, 4 players in a mass there. There's no clear direction out of dummy half, and a bit of a awkward play of the ball, and all of a sudden you're giving the ball back after only one shot. Faifua feeds it, and another whistle. And the referee's been listening to Flow Rider. A lot of blowing of whistles. Ralston Smith straight up the guts of it. Lovely stuff, and equally lovely defence from that pack led by Rosalina Tau from New South Wales country. Again, guess who? The 13, Superwoman. To the left they come. Nolan has been a little quiet. Queensland Rubies on the 40. Nolan. Lovely long ball for foul. And into the line. Fisher. She's been great at fullback, I tell you, defensively and in attack. Nolan, just as I said she wasn't involved, she's had 2 touches. Crucial ones. Lloyd Phillips tidies up nicely, and again we get a whistle. About 42 out, this one finding touch. It's Queensland reset 10 their side of halfway. Clancy. And into open space, stepping off the right. Beautiful work there. Rosalina Tau, she's been a huge impact on this game. Trying to carve them up straight up the middle there. Montgomery runs through, is cut down in a beautiful tackle. New South Wales now 10 short. Short side play, doesn't work, hasn't worked. To the right they come. Average ball to Montgomery, but she tidies up. Gets Tegan Berry involved, sideways. Good defence from Queensland, but New South Wales got numbers on this right edge there. That's where they'll go. If the ball hits, it's almost fait accompli. Amazing work there. I think it's Tyler Valance. Queensland did a great job of shutting down some of the work on the inside there by New South Wales, but it just created a real opportunity on the fringe, and the long ball was an absolute pearler, as we see on the replay there, right on the chest of the winger, and absolutely all day, every day for Tyler Valance in that corner. So 6-4 and it is game on. Would you believe, you know it's a good game of footy when you look at the clock and go, wow, are we still only in the first half? So much has happened. Distance is going to be a real question mark. It's a long way just conventionally, but there's a bit of a swirling breeze off the bay here that gets in at Redcliffe. And kickers all day, even in the open ages, have found it really difficult to get the purchase required to make that distance, particularly from the sideline. So this will be a challenging kick, to say the least. Chantel Tugaga. Yeah, just short there. I mean, it's difficult for the kicker, though. You go any further in, the angle becomes nearly impossible. So, pretty difficult stuff for her. And that is the first half done and dusted, folks. What an entertaining first half. Our Queensland Rubies 6-4 over New South Wales country for Harvey Norman's NRL Women's Championship, live from Redcliffe here in Brisbane. Ruby Smith ready to get us underway. Drives it out towards the touchline, and a handling error off the kickoff. Probably the fourth one we've seen today here at this carnival, but that was a difficult one in the defence of the Queenslanders to handle. We'll just have a look at the replay of this kickoff. Sort of spiralling and unfortunate if you're a Queenslander. Scrum packing down, 35 out. Are we resetting here? Queensland loose head and feet. Perhaps something loose at the base of the scrum there. Must apologise, I'm looking straight into the sunlight at the moment. So, and that's on the far side of the ground. It's Queensland now with the feed. 30 out from their own line. Ducking under is Fisher. She was epic in the first half, as was the 13. Have a look for Tiana Rafstrom-Smith for Queensland. Sortia. So the right comes the ball. The 17 is on. It's Indy Brown for Queensland. Nolan waits to the right. Gets bypassed. The ball across to Rafstrom-Smith, who engages the 6. Loose ball, but cleaned up nicely by Tyler Valance. Our try scorer from the first half. Good run by Mahendra Raja. She was a star for Queensland in that first stanza. Look through, kick and follow. Cautious at the back for New South Wales. Tegan Berry. Well done. It's Tupa Witchman getting crunched there. New South Wales getting the penalty. I think a tap would be in order here. Rosalina Tau, shining light for New South Wales in that first stanza, the front rower. Turned inside to Gaga. Up over the halfway with some smart dummy half running and into space. Nolan gives chase and is effective there. Tanika Todhunter. Wasn't she a likely lass out of dummy half there? Just split him up the guts. Great pressure, though, from the Queensland 7 in Courtney Lee Nolan. And we see a scrum. 30 out from the Queensland line. Nolan to feed it. Picked up at the back, and we come down this near touchline. to Gaga. She's been involved heavily early in this second half. Chantel to Gaga. Oh, that's rather low and driving kick for touch from Gianna Rafstrom-Smith. Nearly took someone's head off. And here go Queensland. And that's the 40. Indy Brown, the 17 for Queensland. To the right with Nolan, holds it up. Gets it across. By Fua, the 6. Again looking at that right side, Queensland. Some lovely stepping there. And Chelsea Campbell. Nice in ball. Left line set. Charging through. It's that woman again. Tiana Rafstrom-Smith. Wow. You talk about players all the time in all sports that just want the ball in their hand in these moments. And this lady wearing the 13 for Queensland is one of them. From the first hit she put on in the first half through to now. She just has exhibited leadership and really gave it a crack. And look, she was dead for all money there, but she gets the 4 points. This kick important, obviously, meaning that New South Wales country, should Queensland get this, they have to score more than twice, or more than once I should say, convert it, in order to get back in the lead. Zoe Cook taking her time. 20 out. Directly in front for Queensland to go 12-4. Gets it done. Again, the centre of the ruck, the vulnerability point here for so many teams in this Harvey Norman Women's Championship. And when you've got people with the footwork and the strength and the power of Tiana Rafstrom-Smith, they're going to cause all sorts of trouble up the guts. Ruby Smith gets us underway, and she's got the same result. She's just doing that play all the time. She's forcing a question down that far touchline, and Queenslanders keep touching the ball. Just putting themselves under unnecessary pressure there. Sound like my under-10s coach, but just take it on the full. Surely. Scrum will pack. 30 out from the Queensland line. New South Wales come to the right. Matilda Jones there in 17, showing some spark. Back to the left now. Georgina Tuatili in 16. Left again and ducking ahead. Keely Kapara. Just about unsighted the New South Wales half in this half. However, she's got it when it counts. Ducked ahead and just drove with the legs. And folks, It'll be 12-10, you would think, in a matter of moments. $12 points to 10. This one just got super interesting. 10 minutes to go in this second half. And again, it was just that ill discipline off the kickoff, not taking that ball on the full. I mean, very hard when it's driven in low and short like that, but got to be awake to it. It happened off the initial kickoff to start proceedings, and it just happened again. Invariably gives New South Wales possession, I should say, 30 metres out from your line, and then just difficult for Queensland to keep plugging all those gaps. Cookie will get us underway again. Short kickoff is the go, and I'm not sure if they were awake to that or if it was necessary, but again, not a coach, just a commentator. So, we again have New South Wales in good field position. Matty Reedy Brown goes off to Tui Talili. Big run from her. New South Wales now with a full head of steam. Tuigaga. Lily Baker in 13. What's the ruling? Back. Ruling is knocked back by the referee. Tackle 3. To the left they go. Through the hands, and the 7 has it. And some space on the outside. She's had it a few times in this game. Charlize Lloyd-Phillips. This would be the last. Kicking through and chasing for New South Wales and finding touch at metre out. Great skill from Jordan Preston. I called her a few times defensively in the first half. I thought she had some serious starch in her hits, but now just showing that awareness to force a result. In the last play, great completion. Good job there from the New South Wales number 4. Queensland by 2. As they work their way out of their own half. 7.5 to go. Crucial play here. You want to get those metres on the 3rd tackle, force that option on the 5th. April Natapuma. Great run from the number 10. To the right they go. Rafsham Smith a little loose with that ball. Cleaned up nicely. Mahendra Raja. Big in the first half. Haven't really heard a lot of her in this half. Whistle on the play. New South Wales penalty. Or change over, in fact, with the play the ball. On the 40 to the left they go. Montgomery at 7. She's lifted certainly, as has Berry at fullback. Left side looks likely. Montgomery off the left. Beautiful tackle on the inside. Deeper line, but the pass astray. Berry tidies up. Baker into dummy half, the 12 at first receiver. Stops, props at the line, well taken there. Great defence, the Queensland back row. Clancy in at dummy half. Again, Montgomery loves the long ball, provides some space. Off the left comes the fullback. And I believe we have no try. Well, it's really Montgomery and Tegan Berry causing all sorts of issues for the Queensland defence just on the left edge of the ruck. Montgomery's ability to hit a target at distance is fantastic. And Berry, that change of direction, just beautiful running from the fullback, had Queensland at 6s and 7s, particularly the bigger forward standing in the middle of the ruck there. Unfortunate for New South Wales that they just didn't get the points on that occasion. .4:45 to go. New South Wales behind by 2. Queensland loose head and feed. Out to the left it comes. Cook's been huge in 12. Ball retention's got to be the name of the game here for these Queenslanders. Not a Puma again. She's been big in these last few minutes. Show, go and step. Campbell at dummy half. Settles. Picks a runner. And gives an awful ball, it has to be said. Sarah Saitua, she was 2 metres past it. Queensland, if they don't get out of this one, they have well and truly done it to themselves. The handling errors in their own half, their coaching staff will not be happy about. They've certainly got the starch. Defensively, they've shot a lot in attack, but they just keep letting New South Wales play game down their end with 3:30 to go. To the left again they go, Montgomery. And guess who on the end of the Montgomery ball? Berry. Shades of DCE to Trebojevic in that partnership. The player down. Hope it's not Tegan Berry for New South Wales' sake. Been electric, the fullback. .255 to go. There's something about these two states, isn't there? No matter who it is, no matter the gender, no matter the age, they'll put on a hell of a scrap. There's movement. Movement there from this player. Just trying to get confirmation on who it actually is. Just for any friends and family watching the broadcast. Oh, it's Montgomery, in fact, the 7. She's been huge in this second half. A big reason for this comeback from New South Wales, Taylor Montgomery. Serious skills. She's got a great passing game. Montgomery will play the ball. Tevi Fuimaona. To the left we go. Montgomery with hands on it again. Strong defence from Queensland as they rush back to the line. Lloyd Phillips, the one taken there. Left side's where it's at. The ball is an awful one. 2 minutes 50 to go. If that ball goes to hand, it could well be New South Wales with the win. And have they left themselves too much to do, as we see here on the replay? Great work out of dummy half, creates that space, but then the ball's got to be good. We've seen invariably today across all grades when the ball hits the winger on the outside shoulder, points are scored. Such is the ability of these fantastic halves and back rowers to create space in these teams. Queensland all of a sudden just taking a little longer to get up and just playing a little bit of one-out footy. Now there's 2 minutes to go, so it may be a fraction early as that ball goes dangerously close to being knocked forward. 25 out. Playing a bit for a penalty, the referee up to it. Good strong run. She's been great, Nada Puna. She has been great from the early bell. She broke the line in the first 5 minutes and she's still running. New South Wales just a little slack in getting back to their line, but a kick towards the sideline there, nice and early. Not looking for any distance at all from Courtney Lee Nolan. She knows what she's doing. I guess shut it down, keep it close. Cook again tackled her backside off today. New South Wales get a penalty. Immediately they signal. Clancy signals to the line. They buy themselves 20 metres. 50 seconds to go. One set to beat Queensland. What every New South Welshman or Welshwoman wants to do. It's Clancy, ball in hand. Hands it off. Eventually the ball finds its way to Montgomery. And then on to Berry, who gets knocked into next week. Penalty's been awarded to New South Wales. Not entirely sure why, perhaps high contact, but it just looked like a very good solid hit. I am 50 metres away though. New South Wales with their last shot. 10 odd on the clock. Big defence, Cook again. Zoe Cook. If Queensland get through, take a bow, scooting out. And Queensland have the ball. Queensland have the ball. The hooter is gone. The tackle is taken. And the Queensland Rubies are victorious by 2 points over New South Wales country. Scenes, serious scenes here.